Indiana Oaks, $200,000 is the purse, and it's a grade 3 with 14 horses entered. And right now, it looks like we're going to have 11 or 12 horses running. On Saturday, it goes as race number 8, the race before the Indiana Derby. And a good field. Traditionally, doesn't draw some of the Kentucky Oaks horses, but this year it did. There's 2 Kentucky Oaks participants and a grade 3 winner from Gulfstream Park this winter. Let's take a look at the field from the rail. Kim K comes in from Churchill Downs, a 6-length winner in her most recent race, and she seems to be getting good right now at this time. Her big wins in both of her wins, a 6-length win and a 3-length win, has a nice 1-mile victory. And now the question is can she step up in class and stretch out to 8.5 furlongs? The 1.16 distance of the Indiana Oaks. I think she's got a shot. Morning line for Kim K is 6-1. Drinking Dixie, a 15-1 outsider. Her best race probably does not put her competitively in here from a speed figure standpoint. She's also moving up in class. It's hard to make a case for Drinking Dixie to win, but I think if she gets a good trip and sitting on that inside, possibility maybe running 3rd or 4th. Shacket is a daughter of Shackelford, and Dale Romans trains this one just like he trained Shackelford. She's taken a while to get going, 15 lifetime starts. Took her a while to break her maiden, had to drop into maiden 50 to do it. But she seems to be in kind of good form. Her best races have been on the front end, and I think she's going to face a lot of other speed in this race, especially with Kim K and some of the other horses getting good at the right time. I think Shacklet is 20-1 and not really a chance to hit the top 3 in this race. Sunday's at the Beach, an 8-1 morning line. 5-length winner at Keeneland. That's always a positive. Ran second to Shacklet, but Shacklet got let loose on an easy lead the last time. Didn't face a lot of pace pressure, and I think Sunday's at the Beach is going to do better in a race like this with a bulkier field, faster pace, more contested paces, multiple mid-race moves, where Sunday at the Beach can come back, lay back, make one run, and try to make a run going into the turn. I think Sunday's at the Beach, 8-1 morning line, fair odds. She's got an outside chance to win, probably more of a backup type horse in your multi-race wagers. Street Band, the morning line favorite. She may be a little bit of a false favorite in this spot. She's been working steadily since losing by 13 lengths in the Kentucky Oaks. You know, her best race was the Fairgrounds Oaks, but that was a race where Serengeti Empress was the 4-5 favorite and just didn't fire that day. She bled, stopped, and then Street Band kind of inherited the lead going into the turn and held off Sweet Dianne in that race. Street Band gets Sophie Doyle in the saddle. I think she's going to run well. I'm not sure you want to take less of a price than 4-1. Remember, there's no bad horses. There's only mispriced horses. Our job is to identify the horses that are mispriced, are overlays, and I'm not sure Street Band is really an overlay in this spot. She's probably an underlay, a contender, but I don't know. I'm not sure she's going to hit the board. I think if she's the type that if she doesn't win, she may not see the board in this spot. Blessed again, 12-1. Two big wins back-to-back at Oaklawn Park and then kind of regressed on the turf the last race. I think she'll pick it back up going back to the dirt. Another one that can be forwardly placed but also sit kind of mid-pack in the first half mile. I think her best trip to win this race is to lay 3rd or 4th, and then hopefully that little bit of speed develops, or just sit on the outside and kind of see where everything shakes out. If Street Band or Kim K kind of stops going into the turn, then Blessed again could be one of those that takes advantage of maybe not as strong of a pace advantage as some people think. High Regard, I think this one has another one with a good shot. She's been sitting at this level, ran in the Devona Dale, ran 3rd last year in the Goldenrod. Victoria Oliver has this horse spotted well. Son of Will Take Charge. I think she is a live long shot here at 12-1 in this field. High Regard is definitely a contender on my list and one that I'll be using. Sally's Curlin, another Dale Romans trainee, 4-length win in a maiden race the last time. Came from off the pace. She's going to be closing. And 30-1 morning line odds, probably a little better than that, but really an outsider in this spot. Chocolate Kisses takes a drop in class. She's a closer. She's going to want some speed to develop on the front end. She's a contender at 5-6-1. One you may have to use. Not sure probably like her a little bit better than Street Band in this race. Not sure where she fits. If she doesn't fire and win, she probably could still run 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. With Dignity, back-to-back wins to start her career, mile and a 16th the last time. Faces a little bit more, probably pace advantage. Last time she got by with a 1:13.2. She's going to have to run faster than that at the 6 furlong call. I think she's capable of it. Still seems to be a little bit more of a turf pedigree to me, so I'm not sure if she's going to be a long-time dirt horse. Bye Bye Jay has some speed. I think she's going to be a factor right from the start on the pace end. A mile and a 16th is probably as far as she wants to go, but the Arkansas bred Bye Bye Jay, you may want to take a second look at her at 20-1. She could take this field a long way. Number 12 is Sweet Dianne, and that's my selection. The daughter of Will Take Charge. 1x2 the last time out. Really slow fractions. It was a small field and a weak field, a 6-horse field. I liked her, though, in the Fairgrounds Oaks. She ran third to Street Band that day, ran in the Suncoast Stakes to Point of Honor, and then also had a neck loss in the Gulfstream Park restricted race back in February. So, she's a type that I think is getting better, can run a little bit better than the 8-1 morning line. I don't like the post position. So I kind of like Kim K and Sweet Dianne as my top 2 selections. You could make a case for Bye Bye Jay if you want a long shot on the front end that might take them a long way. I have serious question marks about the favorite here, Street Band, but I do think Chocolate Kisses is probably one that's going to run and close late into this race, and if nobody really steps up, she could win at 5-1. So I think it's a wide open Indiana Oaks. Try to find the horses where you can maybe get a little bit of a separator in an exacta or trifecta, or possibly a pick 4 or pick 3. It's race number 8 on Saturday. Don't forget, hit subscribe to get notifications of all the videos. Follow along as we take you through the Saratoga meet. Already this week, we've got previews of the Indiana Derby. We've got previews of the Sanford Stakes and the Dianne Stakes from Saratoga. Ring the bell for notifications. Leave a comment. Who do you like in the Indiana Oaks? It's all part of the Indiana Derby big card on Saturday. And that's a look at the Indiana Oaks from Indiana Grand Casino.